Hello there, boys and girls. My name is Delmo and I'm the mythology dude. In fact, I'm really a mythology teacher from Romania, land of vampires and nowadays the teenager Wednesday. I have studied in Transylvania, home of the real Dracula, dragons from Harry Potter and werewolves with a major in myths and folklore, especially those in Eastern Europe. Yep, my accent is quite revealing. I have a YouTube channel in Romanian language with more than 500 videos on mythology and creatures, and this is my first video in English. With this new channel I want to make some light regarding the stories and folk tales from unknown lands like Romania, Serbia or Poland, land of the Witcher, and the Balkans, of course. Many of the Hollywood movies, TV series, animes and so on are based on mythological creatures and folklore from this area, their history and cultural legacy. So I'm thinking these old badass customs and traditions deserve this chance. Please don't forget to subscribe and pass the word. Today we'll be discussing some winter customs and old traditions from Bukovina. So old, like 2000 years old. We have some strange rituals, mask ceremonies and dances, customs and so much more. In Bukovina, winter traditions give birth to a rich show with supernatural beings, fantastic characters and elaborate folk superstitions. Holidays have a special charm, bringing joy and the hope of a flourishing new year. Located in the northeast part of Romania, Bucovina represents one of the most important regions where traditions are still preserved, unaltered by time. The winter customs begin on St. Nicholas Day and end on St. John's Day, including a variety of traditional beliefs with a wide diversity of carols as well as dramatic performances. St. Nicholas opens the series of winter holidays, being a popular divinity, sometimes bringing the snow and predicting winter. He is the patron of sailors, he controls the waters and helps the orphans, the widows and the unmarried girls, bringing gifts in the night of 5th to 6th December. Around Christmas, one should return things he or she borrowed because they say it's bad luck to have things loaned during winter holidays. On Christmas Eve, women used to hide these stuffed spindles or to put a brick in the oven, believing they keep snakes away from their houses. They also used to go in the orchard with hands full of dough and touch every tree saying, "How my hands are full of dough, so be the trees full of fruits." Christmas is one of the most significant holidays for the Romanian people, for it celebrates the birth of Jesus. Perhaps the most important moment in carrying Christmas celebration is Christmas Eve, when Bucovina locals are preparing a special dinner called Eve Mass. The Christmas Eve was considered the day which made the transition from the profane time to the celebration time, so that all the activities were closely related to ritual acts that ensured, according to folk belief, the health and the family welfare. Among the most important traditional beliefs are the ancestors' spirits, which are said to return among the living during the winter holidays from Christmas to Epiphany. They do not come with harm in mind and are paid due respect. This belief is mainly visible in the mask playing tradition of this time of the year, with the old man and the old woman, called Baba and Moșul, as the most usual characters. The same mask playing traditions also relates to the beliefs in the animal supernatural powers, such as the bear, symbolizing protection and strength, the goat, the ram, which are represented with realistic masks. One of the most famous and spectacular bands from Bucovina, widespread in all areas of Suceava County, is the Bear Band. The bands had one or more bears who were chained by the bear leaders, dressed in patch clothes with masks on their faces. The bear is a mythical character venerated in Bucovina for its strength, courage and skill, and the people even consider it has the ability to control the seasons. Noisy and full of significance, the bear's dance is accompanied by a group of carolers, drummers and masked men. The disguised man spins round, sometimes looking fierce, other times more gentle. He drops to the ground, announcing the end of the year, then rises, to announce the next one. The goat is another interesting and very old custom. It shows the complexity of the dance, dialogue, stage props. All this create a unique show accompanied by musical instruments like drums, flutes and violins. The theme of the show is bringing the goat from the mountains to be sold, but it is charmed and finally it dies. But the old woman's character make charms on the rhythm of the drum and the goat is raised to the delight of all. In some northern villages, you can see the heralds, from Christmas to New Year's Eve. They are groups of biblical characters: Kings Balthazar, Gaspar and Melchior, Emperor Herod, Priest Odzia, and the angel and the shepherd. This is called the Viflaim, a group of folk theater actors performing the moments of Jesus' birth. The Magus' arrival, the reception by Herod, trying to find out where the baby is. Spoken Christmas carols are considered to be the oldest literary forms, attested in our country since the Middle Ages. That can blow your mind, right? After observing the Christmas customs, the villagers turned their attention to New Year's rituals, which are closely related to the life-death-rebirth cycle. The dances, costumes and masks symbolize the separation from the old year and the welcoming of a new beginning. The Plugușor is one of the most common traditions observed on the last day of the year. Boys make a miniature plow decorated with bells and harness a so-called bull to it, which is in fact a bucket tied at the mouth with cowhide leather. Once they arrived in the households, the children shout their wishes, shake the plow and smack their whips. The spoken lyrics of the Plugușor refer to the works of the field and invoke the fertile spring days. New Year's practices illustrate a true traditional theater with supernatural characters that can bring well-being and bad luck alike. They remind us all that keeping and observing customs ensures prosperity, strength, and regeneration. The best performances are shown in a suite of masked dancers called the Malanca. Led by their journeymen, the characters stage specific games, among them the goat, the deer, the horse, and the ugly and the beautiful. The last day of the year's renewal cycle is the Epiphany, when the houses, the fountains, the animals and the orchard are sanctified in order to be protected from evil spirits. After the sermon, the young people make a fire at the fringe of the village, and when it goes out, they jump over the embers to get rid of illnesses. Upon returning home, the villagers yell in cheer, "Kirai Leisa!" all together, a word with magical connotations. So, if you like my video, I invite all of you to Bucovina in Romania to see the places where traditions are kept alive and the places are full of mythological creatures like in ancient times. If not, I will always be here to tell you their stories. Don't forget, I'm Delmo, the one and only mythology dude with the best show in town, and may the gods, old and new, bless you and protect you.